threat to America's sovereignty tonight. A tremendous debate over a suggestion by Supreme Court Justice Ruth Bader Ginsburg. Justice Ginsburg said American judges should refer to foreign law in their court proceedings and interpretations. Lisa Sylvester has our report from Washington.
The United States allows the death penalty. 35 states have statutes permitting it, but many other countries object to the death penalty. It's one area where U.S. laws and foreign laws may not be in sync. The U.S. Supreme Court justices are divided on whether foreign laws should be used to influence the U.S. Supreme Court's rulings. Justice Ruth Bader Ginsburg, speaking at Ohio State University, argued foreign precedent should be considered.
Why shouldn't we look to the wisdom of a judge from abroad with at least as much ease as we would read a law review article written by a professor?
But the conservative members of the High Court, led by Chief Justice John Roberts, say no, that when it comes to constitutional matters, foreign citations have no place in interpreting U.S. laws and the U.S. Constitution.
The leading opponents of using foreign law, Justice Scalia, Justice Thomas, say this is the United States. We didn't pass those other laws in those countries. We don't subscribe to the laws of Europe.
Ginsburg believes the conservative views are a passing phase. And she says if the United States expects to be a judicial leader, we should be willing to at least consider the decisions of other countries.
You will not be listened to if you don't listen to others.
Georgetown University law professor Paul Rothstein says aside from the death penalty, there are other areas where the United States might differ from Western Europe, stemming from the United States' unique history, culture, and values. The notion of unreasonable search and seizure, abortion, and the rights of states. He says the conservative members of the court might worry about a slippery slope.
If we do it a little bit, we'll do it more and more, and pretty soon our sovereignty will be gone, our distinctiveness will be gone.
And Rothstein says some of the conservative members may also be concerned because the European countries are considerably more to the left than the United States, and that using their rulings to determine U.S. decisions might be the beginning of a leftward swing. Lou?
Might be. I would love to go through all of those nation states of Europe that have, say, the Second Amendment, that we have the due process requirements of this. This is plainly, on its face and baldly, a bizarre statement by Ruth Bader Ginsburg, whether conservative or liberal. My God, this is crazy to me.
Yeah, it's a really interesting argument here, but essentially she's saying that, if we want the U.S. Supreme Court to be looked at by other nations, well, then we should follow their courts. But clearly, these countries have, the United States has a very different and unique history, and, there are some concerns that the United States' sovereignty could be on the line here, or is actually on the line.
Yeah, on so many fronts. And to have a sitting U.S. justice making these kind of comments, it just leaves you scratching your head as to what in the world she could possibly be thinking about, because, frankly, we don't care if any other nation follows our Supreme Court. We have enough trouble getting our own court system to follow our Supreme Court.